Hello everybody, my name is Minecraft Boy 7000. Welcome back to the Let's Play, welcome back to the channel. I have some phenomenal news today. Happy Friday, by the way. We jumped up from 3 subscribers up to 7. We more than doubled our subscriber count since the last video, which is pretty phenomenal. That means we have 4 more creepers to add to our world, and I have some pretty big plans for today. Ain't gonna lie. We have a new story that I'm going to share with you guys. We have some updates of what I've been doing since the last recording. And I got some plans. I got some plans for this world. We are going to pretty much build up our farm because as of the last episode, we're running pretty short, pretty low on food. So we're going to do all of these things and more in today's video. But let's get our timer ready here. Give me a second as I set it up. There we go. 20 minutes on the clock. Here we go. So the first thing we're going to do is leave this cave. Share with you, goodness. The first thing I have in my mind is Sanemi actually recommended watching episode 1 of season 1. Now, I tried to find, I think the original series came out in like 2016 of Demon Slayer. On Hulu, all I could find was the series from 2019, so I watched that episode. Is my frame rate still correct? Yeah, 8 chunks, okay. So I watched the first episode of season 1 from the 2019 series. Very phenomenal episode. I have to say the art style in all of the backgrounds is absolutely nutty. It looks so good. And I would say what happened in that first episode is pretty crazy. I actually had my mouth drop about midway through when, spoiler alert, they kind of kill the guy in the green flannels. They kill his whole family right away, which I was not expecting it to go from 0 to 100 that quick, but it was a quite good episode. So my plan is I'm going to expand this out to, I think, 4 blocks away from the water source, because I believe it actually still waters these crops this far out. So that's my first major goal of today. I think I can even do, by technicality, these as well. It's going to be a weird looking farm, but you're going to have to trust the process. We have our seeds here. So let's just start planting like crazy. I'm also going to want to start planting a watermelon farm as well. Shoot, we just ran out of seeds. That works. So I think I want to put my watermelon farm kind of here. Let's put some of our garbage away. It's not technically a garbage, you know, like our diamond fish rod. We should also try to use this today. You know, 20 minutes is just a short amount of time, but I'm going to try to stick with that because I respect your guys' time and I don't want to make these episodes too long to the point where you guys can't watch them. So I'm going to keep it at 20 minutes a day, try my best. So let's plant these here. Okay, and another thing I have is a story to share with you guys. I've been thinking about this all day long of what story I'm going to share with you last time. It seems like everybody enjoyed the story I shared with, it was C. Oh, the creepers. Almost forgot. I got to showcase what creepers we have today. What new subscribers. It sounds so wrong when I say it out loud. These are creepers. No, these are welcome guests to the world. Throw the egg. I'm so excited to show you guys who's actually subscribed because it's actually kind of shocking to me. One of them, the names I absolutely love, and then the other guy I'm actually surprised as well. Okay, so here's our eggs. I will preface, 2 of them will not tell me their names. I don't know what's up with my YouTube analytics. It just doesn't share me all the information. So I do have 2 of these subscribers just called subscribers. If that's one of you, please let me know. But our other 2, we'll start off here. Ezekiel. I'm not gonna try saying your first name because I'm pretty sure I'll butcher it, but I do know Ezekiel, and I absolutely love that name. You're going into my inventory. And this last guy here, this is Stanley. Stanley actually has a channel of his own and has way more subscribers than I do. So the fact that he's subscribed to me is quite amazing. So we're gonna pick up Stanley as well. He's also way better at editing than I am, so I would recommend checking out his channel if you guys so choose. I really need a food. Oh, you know what you could do? Oh my goodness, I missed like twice. That's crazy. I'm gonna collect some chickens so we have some food because I am actually gonna starve since the last episode's adventure. So we're up to 7 subscribers. This is gonna be pretty tough to actually. I'm gonna need to build. I think a separate pen would probably be best because I don't want to climb into the current pen. I think that would be pretty dangerous. I think what I'll do is let's get our chicken started. So I think in here we have, that's right, Sanemi, we have Marcelino, and we have just subscriber. I think I'll put one of the unknown subscribers in here, into that pen. And then I'm going to separate this by 1 block. We're going to dig this out. I might want to dig this out double in size. I think that would actually be a pretty good idea. Therefore, we can place like a maximum of 4 boats in here, which would be like 8 more subscribers. It's pretty good long run, long game kind of thought process I got going on. I'm also going to need to fence this off because I know if I just stand close to it, they're going to explode. So we got a lot of resource collecting we need to do today. Oh, I shouldn't break that one. I need to get out of here. There we go. So I think we might make this one out of jungle. I just realized I'm completely, there we go. This is some chicken. Sustenance. There we go. We start building up our health bar. Much needed. Collect some jungle wood here. I think we'll make this next enclosure out of jungle wood because it's just the most readily available to me. Okay, so besides watching the episode, I've been thinking about a story to share with you guys in this episode, and I got a pretty recent one. This one's from college, and it involves my Food and Empire class, which sounds super cool on paper, but the class was actually just chock full of writing assignments. It was not as cool as the name suggests. But one part about this class is that you had to write a full essay. It was like something ridiculous, like 5 to 6 pages essay every single week. What am I looking for? I'm looking for fences. I think I should just make it. So you had to make these essays every single week, and then at random, you could be selected to present. I don't know what I'm doing. I should actually keep this open here. Also just realized this is going to be much bigger than the last pen. We should probably make this actually the same size. What do you think? That's just so much thinking. Too much thinking going on. Too many thoughts at once. So I'm taking this Food and Empire class, right? And we're giving at random, you could be selected for a presentation to present on the book that we just read for the week, which is kind of crazy because that means that you have to constantly be reading the book of the week and writing the essay of the week, or else you're going to get called on to do a presentation and you're just going to absolutely bomb it. So you don't have to do the presentations alone. You actually get assigned like a group partners. So I was assigned to a girl that we're going to call Hotel and assigned to a girl that we're going to call Tango. So it was 2 girls and then myself. And neither of them, I thought, like, they're not romantic interests to me. I thought Tango was really sweet. Or not Tango, gosh, backwards. I thought Hotel was really sweet, but I actually found Tango to be really annoying. But these are my partners, so I do the project anyways with them. I have 2 jungle saplings here. We can replant these. Where's your center? Right here. Okay. So I got assigned to these 2 people, and sorry, I'm just lost in the train of Minecraft thought right now. I'm so laser focused on this fence I'm building. So I'm assigned to these 2 girls, and we brainstorm our first day of class together, and at the end of class, it's Hotel that recommends that we share contact information, which makes sense to me. We're doing a group project together. It's probably a pretty smart choice, pretty smart decision. Therefore, we can actually communicate outside of class and actually get the presentation ready. Boat 1, boat 2, boat 3. Stuck in here now. See if I can push this boat away. There we go, boat 4. Wait, no. This is not gonna look... It's kind of janky right now. Actually, the andesite actually looks a little better. As aesthetically looking. Okay, we gotta put the creepers in here. Starting with subscriber. Thank you for subscribing. Go on a boat. Okay, good. Then we have Ezekiel. Boom. And last we have Stanley. Last but certainly not least, I don't want to get too close to the other guys. Or gals. And it looks like Stanley just walked over anyways. Did he get in a boat? Perfect. Stanley's in a boat. Alright, everyone's in a boat now. So, we have to share contact information. And I'm pretty fine with that, but we do our presentation the next couple of days in the class. I think like the next following week. Do our presentation. It goes pretty well. And I think that's it. I'm not really going to communicate with these people anymore. We did what was necessary. But out of the blue, Tango texts me. And I'm like, okay. He's like, maybe she wants to be friends. You know how sus I get because of our previous story we shared. So I'm like, okay, what's up? And she's like, do you know about blah blah assignment? And I was like, yeah, it's due next week. And she goes, oh, do you guys see that whale? Oh, it's dark outside. You probably can't see that. There's actually a whale way out there. I gotta sleep. I think the bed's over by the creeper chest. Maybe I can collect some water while I'm out here. Out and about. There we go. So this Tango starts texting me out of the blue. And mind you, Tango is from, she actually told me she's from, I think it's, I'm going to say it wrong. I think it's not Venezuela. Shoot. Ecuador. No, that's not right either. She's from one of the Spanish places. And I don't have, oh, my bed's in my, it's in my inventory. I could have saved so much time. Okay. So Tango's from one of the Spanish islands, which is pretty cool. Like, I've been to many of the Spanish islands. I just don't remember which island in particular or what, probably not all islands. Where she's been, what tropical place down south she's been in particular. Let's take care of this creeper. Oh, non-subscriber. Back up. Is it 4 swings with an iron sword? That's bruh. I never even noticed him. We'll do that. It's so jank. Alright, there we go. That's gonna bother me. So, one of the things that Tango always does in class is she's always talking about her abuela, I believe it is called. It's her grandma in Spanish. And it's gotten to the point where the class is like, okay, we're done with this. So no one really wants to sit with her. Whoa, this is crazy parkour. No one really wants to sit with her, but after we do this presentation together, all of a sudden she moves over from her original seat and sits next to me. And I'm like, you're going to text me out of the blue now, and all of a sudden you want to sit with me. I'm just not a very social person, I'm realizing. But they start to sit with me, and one of the annoying things is I'm trying to pay attention in class. I like to think of myself as a role model student or a stellar student, kind of a, what's called teacher's pet a little bit. Not exactly though, because I don't actually like kiss up to the teacher. I do my job. I show up to school, I do my work, and then I go home, and then I play Minecraft. That's my job as a student. I don't want to do anything more than that. I don't really hang out after class or hang out with the people within the class. I largely do all my assignments by myself too. I try to, if people want to work together, I'll do it to please them, but I can largely do everything on my own. I don't really need a lot of people's help, unless it's like something I'm really just out of touch with, which rarely happens, but I wouldn't say it's impossible. So Tango is sitting next to me now, and something super annoying is that she keeps talking during the lecture, and I'm literally trying to lock in and focus so I don't fail the class, because this is a pretty tough class. We're writing a paper every single week and reading a book every single week. So this is really important to me to actually like focus up in this class. But she will not stop talking to me during class, and it's getting me in trouble, which is that's like really starting to take me off, because I don't like to cause trouble. I'm a pretty chill dude, and this was getting on my nerves. But one of the annoying things she starts doing is she actually will hit me whenever I'm not paying attention to her. She'll like slap me on the shoulder, and that was driving me insane, because I was like, okay, I'm like trying to tune you out, and now you're actually physically touching me, and I'm like, this is not okay anymore. So this goes on for a while. I put up with this for way too long, and she texts me out of the blue one night. She says, I was thinking about us the other day, and I was wondering if you wanted to start a relationship. And I just, I texted her back. I said, I just don't see it. And she was like, wow, in all caps. She was like, you could have just said no. And I was like, I didn't think that was too crazy of a response on my end anyways. I'm going to fence this off a little bit. Not all the way. But she's like, wow. She still continues to sit next to me, though. I think because maybe she thought she had a chance or something. I don't know. It was really awkward. I really didn't want to sit with next to her. And I think eventually after that, I did confront the professor, and I told him, is it actually cool if like in the middle of class, he just told us to separate and then moved me somewhere completely different? And he was like, yeah, sure. So in the middle of the class, he was paying attention. And then one of the times she hits me, and the professor's like, all right, you guys are causing a distraction, move. And I was like, thank goodness. So that pretty much ended there. And I went through the rest of the semester completely fine, causing no trouble. Actually locked in, did pretty well in the class too. I'm pretty sure I got an A in the class too. It was pretty amazing. Quite proud of myself, because it was a really tough class. I mean, you can imagine. College level class, writing a paper every single week, reading a book every single week, writing a report on that, and then randomly getting selected to do a presentation on it. Like being like ready on your feet at all times. Straight up like military training. But I think another semester goes by, and I'm actually in a completely different class, and I actually meet a girl named Juliet, which I have a completely separate story about. But Juliet and I, we have like this, it's really cool. It's like a seminar thing where we got to go to a separate college and actually present to a kind of like board of people. It was super cool. We did a presentation on spiders, tarantulas, and it was actually a lot of fun. But this Tango girl from before, from my Food and Empire class, for some reason is also at the same like press conference talking event at the other college. And she recognized me immediately and walks up and is like, hey. And I was like, oh. Oh, what's up? And she was like, oh, I just noticed that you were here too. And I just couldn't resist walking over to talk to you. And I was like, well, glad you came over to say something. And she was like, well, it's good to see you. And then she was like, are you getting lunch after this? And I was like, no, I'm not getting lunch. And she was like, what? I was like, yeah, I actually don't have lunch. Like, I don't eat lunches. And she was like, what? That's crazy. That's really unhealthy. And I'm like, yeah, it is. I should really help myself. But eventually she walks away. I think she was thinking I was actually going to follow her to go to lunch or something. But Juliet walks up to me and she goes, I noticed, because this is not the first class I've had with Juliet. She goes, because she was also in my Food and Empire class. And she was like, she's like, is she crushing on you? And I was like, yes. And I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm in pain. I'm in pain just being here, existing, trying to do my own thing. Make a bunch more torches. There's more I could be doing this episode. I'm just waiting for this, what is this? This wheat to grow. You know what I should do? You know, it'd be huge if we actually got like a pen of sheep. I think that would be really big. I think I'm gonna clear out some land in the last couple minutes of this episode. Man, I hope I only got 1 minute left. I hope I actually covered everything I wanted to. I had like some big plans for this episode, stories wise. I think for work, I was like, I literally just want to expand the farm, get some food, make the melon farm. That was huge for this episode. Make a bigger creeper pen for all of our new subscribers. Thank you, Stanley. Thank you, Ezekiel. Thank you to the other 2 subscribers. Of course, thank you to the OGs as well. It's been pretty amazing. We got lots more boats, and we could expand this out a lot more. I can imagine like 30 more subscribers. That'd be pretty easy. It's only 15 more boats. I could see, it's gonna be pretty big, but I could see 100 more subscribers in this plot of land here. If it gets any bigger than that, I'm not entirely sure what we can do. That's going to be a lot. Ooh, maybe some bamboo would be good. We only got 7 seconds left. Let's just chill out. Let's find a good place to stand and look at the sunset right here by our water. This is perfect. All right, that's it for today's video. I want to thank everybody for watching. And of course, I'll see you tomorrow.